Thinking of pre-ordering Planet Coaster 2? Before you dive in, there are some things you should know. Planet Coaster 2 is almost here. Frontier Developments is back with what promises to be the ultimate theme park simulator. But with the release just around the corner, the big question is, should you pre-order this game? In a recent deep dive, we got a glimpse into some of the exciting new management features of the game, and let me tell you, they are fantastic, from deeper micromanagement tools to enhanced park operations. That's so much to be excited about, but there's something strange we need to talk about, and that's the weird UI. It's well, huge, like full screen huge. You can't even see your park while you're navigating through these menus. It almost feels like you're playing a mobile game, if you know what I mean. Well, this time around, Planet Coaster 2 is designed with both PC and consoles in mind. Unlike the original game, which was solely built for PC and later adapted for consoles, Frontier is now killing two birds with one stone. This means the user interface is tailored to work for both platforms. But that's where the problem lies. Designing a UI that fits both PC and consoles isn't exactly seamless, especially for PC players. It seems like we've lost some of the intuitive controls and flexibility that made Planet Coaster 1 so great. Take the coaster builder for example. In Planet Coaster 1 we could easily pick the type of coaster we wanted just by looking at pictures of the ride. Now, in Planet Coaster 2, we're greeted by a long list of names. No pictures, just names. If you don't know the name of the coaster you want, so you're stuck scrolling, clicking and waiting for a preview picture to load. But when you're considering pre-ordering it, don't buy something with the expectation it's going to get better. Now let's not forget the awesome new features coming to Planet Coaster 2. While the UI might have some drawbacks, the game brings a whole lot of new tools and mechanics that are sure to elevate your theme park building experience. First up, the brand new pathing tool. Finally, we can create perfectly smooth paths with greater flexibility. No more fighting with awkward path placements or placing path covers. This tool makes it so much easier to guide your guests through your park in a way that looks both natural and beautiful. Now this is realistic. You can even place flat rides on top of the paths. Now this is hardcore. Then there is the next level coaster features. Planet Coaster 2 is introducing switch tracks and drop tracks, adding a whole new level of creativity and realism. Imagine building thrilling coasters where the track literally drops out from under the riders, or creating intricate track switches for a more dynamic coaster layout that tells a story to guests. And it doesn't stop there. Water parks are also making a splash. From water slides to lazy rivers, you'll be able to create a full-blown water park experience, expanding the range of attractions your park can offer. For those of you who love sandbox mode, there are some great new details you'll appreciate. Smaller animatronics give you more flexibility in theming, and the ability to scale objects lets you size things exactly how you want. Plus, the tree brush tool makes landscaping a breeze. Finally, you can fill your parks with lush forests or detailed planting in just a few clicks. These improvements, combined with an even wider variety of coasters, rides and attractions, makes Planet Coaster 2 an incredibly exciting step forward for theme park building fans. Whether you are into detailing or just want to go wild, this game has something for everyone. Alright, let's talk about pre-order bonus for Planet Coaster 2. If you decide to pre-order this game, you get the bonus ride collection, which includes 3 exclusive rides designed to give your guests that extra dose of fun. But is it worth pre-ordering just to get these rides? Let's break it down. First up, we have the Cube, an exhilarating 3 ride. If you are aiming for high adrenaline attractions, the Cube can be the perfect choice. Now there is the Altamax water coaster. In real life, this would be similar to the Intamin water coaster, combining the excitement of a roller coaster with the refreshing fun of water rides. And finally we have the FT Vision, a powered rotating ride inspired by the classic Omni Mover attractions like the Haunted Mansion or If You Had Wings, if you remember that. This ride adds a bit of nostalgia and elegance to your park, and the fact this ride is a pre-order bonus could anger many fans, considering it's such a quintessential part of the theme park experience. Now, some coaster enthusiasts might not care, but for many theme park fans and designers like myself, this could be a deal breaker. Only mover type rides are essential to creating a themed ride experience, and making this a pre-order bonus is adding a bit of fear of missing out. I don't want you guys to spend money on what you don't need, so is this pre-order worth it just for these rides? If you are a hardcore park builder or someone who loves to have exclusive content, the bonus ride collection could definitely be worth it. These rides offer a good mix of intensity, thrills, and immersive experiences, and water-based fun even, which can help diversify your park lineup. But if you are more of a casual player or someone who prefers to wait for post-launch content or reviewers, it might not be a game-changing feature. Ultimately, it depends on how much you value these exclusive contents. But for those looking to start Planet Coaster 2 with a huge drop, the pre-order bonus definitely adds some unique flavor to your park. So, should you pre-order Planet Coaster 2? It really depends. If you are playing on console, the UI won't be as much of a problem, and you'll get a streamlined experience right out of the box, except if you want to build huge parks because there's a piece counter. But for PC users, the console-centric UI might be harder to enjoy the game fully at launch. Planet Coaster 2 is shaping up to be a fantastic game, but keep these quirks in mind before hitting that pre-order button. If you are willing to adapt, it could be a blast, but if you are a PC purist, maybe hold off and see how Frontier responds post-launch. Now, before you hit that pre-order button, let's address something we've all felt at one time or another: FOMO. The idea that if you don't pre-order the game, you'll be left behind, missing on exclusive content. It's easy to feel pressured when there are shiny pre-order bonuses, but here's the reality: the core game of Planet Coaster 2 is packed with incredible features like the new paving tool, switch tracks, drop tracks, water parks, etc. Plus minor but super useful details like scalable items, smaller animatronics, and a tree brush tool that sandbox players will love. So you're definitely not missing out on the best parts of the game if you decided to wait. And waiting might just be better for most gamers out there. Frontier has made sure that Planet Coaster 2 is packed with enough depth and variety to satisfy both casual and die-hard players. Even without the pre-order content, you still have access to all the core game elements, tons of coasters, water rides, detailed management tools, and a whole new level of creativity to build your own dream park. Remember, pre-order bonuses are just extras. They are nice to have, but they aren't essential to your overall experience. Plus, knowing Frontier, it's likely that future updates or DLCs will bring even more exciting content to the game. So if you're feeling FOMO, take a step back and ask yourself, will these bonus rides make or break your experience? For most players, the answer will probably be no. So, if you are considering buying this game, there is another thing you need to know, and that's which version you need to buy. The standard edition comes around $50 or 50 euros. It includes the full game. You also get the pre-order bonus if you pre-order. Then we have the deluxe edition, which includes everything from the standard edition, but it comes with the vintage fun fair ride pack, which adds the nostalgic rides inspired by classic amusement parks. Some of these rides are iconic and recognizable from games like Roller Coaster Tycoon and real-life theme parks. The decision ultimately comes down to how much you value having more rides in your parks, specifically the vintage fun fair ride pack. For instance, I really enjoy the vintage cars, so maybe for me I might consider getting the deluxe version, but for most people the standard edition should be suffice. Still, you don't have to feel pressured by FOMO. The core game already brings plenty of depth and creativity, with or without the pre-order bonus. So even if you decide to wait and see how the game evolves post-launch, you are not losing out on most important features. If you are the fans, I recommend checking out my next video, why Planet Coaster 2 will change everything. We'll deep dive into how this game is set to revolutionize park building simulators and why it might just be worth your time.